How we doing YouTube? It's your friendly gamer SmartEntity here. Now since I've uploaded my complete farming guide video last week, I've had a lot of people messaging me in-game, asking me all sorts of questions. Now I have a better idea of what some of the newer / mid-level players want to know about. So today I'm going to do another sort of weapons discussed video. This is going to be two parts. The first part I will do a complete run through of all the weapons, telling you guys which weapon is worth a catalyst, which is worth your 5/6 formas or polarities, which are pretty much for mastery rank purposes only. And the second part, I'm going to do some gameplay of the top tier weapons and basically showing you guys where they are best at, why they are superior to all other weapons, and when they are best to be utilized at. Now before I carry on, I just want to quickly mention this video is for people who have a plat conservative spending pattern such as myself. I personally have never bought any catalyst from the DE market. All the catalyst I got is from either rewards, alerts, invasions, those kind of things. For people that are more lenient on catalyst buying or plat spending, every single weapon from your strongest to weakest with a catalyst is much more fun to play with, much more easier to play with. But having said that, a lot of people like myself don't really want to spend 20 plat on a catalyst, and this video is really aimed at those guys. So to begin with, I'll talk about primary weapons. I'm going to do this by dividing weapons into 3 tiers. The first tier is what I call top weapons. These weapons are worth a catalyst. They are worth 5/6 formas or polarities. Definitely worth getting them to the max. My second tier is basically what I call the mid-tier weapons. These weapons are either unique in that they're primed, or they are event type weapons. They're definitely fairly strong, but they may not be the strongest, and there's usually a weapon that is slightly better than them for a particular mission type. So they're worth a catalyst, but not worth any formas. And my third tier of weapon was what I call the mastery rank tier. So these weapons are not worth any catalyst, not worth any formas, and the only thing they are worth is for mastery rank. There will be a lot of decently strong weapons in this category, but because there is usually another stronger weapon compared to that weapon, there's no point putting 6 format or catalyst in a weapon that is directly outclassed by any other weapon. So I've thought about how to best go through this, and the best way of doing it I found is just to go through each tier first. So to go with primary weapons, my tier 1 or top tier weapons are from left to right, top to bottom: the Amprex, the Border Prime, the Dread, the Latron Prime, the Paris Prime, the Penta, the Phage, the Soma, the Synapse. So all these weapons I just mentioned, they're top tier, they are worth a catalyst, and they are definitely worth putting 6 polarities in there. Now, to go over the second tier, so the mid tier, these weapons are worth a catalyst, and if you level everything else up, by all means, took a few formas in, but there's usually another weapon that is better than that weapon for any particular mission type. So these are my tier 2 weapons. There's the Boar Prime, Braden Prime, Burston Prime, the Gorgon Wraith, the Orgus, the Strong Wraith. So these are the second tier weapons as far as primary goes. Everything else are for mastery rank purposes, as in there is another weapon that is either directly better or just better than it overall for any particular mission type. Now you may have noticed there's some weapons I don't actually have in my arsenal right now. All these weapons I have ranked to level 30 and then sold, either because there is a direct better variant such as Border Prime, or just because there is another weapon that's directly better than it. Now to go over the secondaries, so the tier 1 or top tier would be the Brack and the Anstrom. And the second tier or mid tier would be the Bronco Prime, the Despair, the Dex Furious, the Emberless, the Murloc, the Stug, and the Raiston Vapors. And everything else I will consider to be for Mastery rank tier. And for melee, I will consider the Dragon Arcana and the Duikers to be top tier, the Amphis, the Old Primes, so Anchor's Prime, Duckworth Prime, Fame Prime, Glaive Prime, Jetkatag. The Machete Wraith is a bit of a disappointing weapon, but it does come with its own catalyst, so that can be well, I guess it can go to mid tier, but it's really not a really good weapon. The Reaper Prime, the Orsus Prime, and the Scoliac. So I would consider these to be the mid tier, and all other melee weapons I would consider to be for Mastery rank tier. Now I do want to quickly mention, so I have collected every single weapon that this game offers except some of the earlier exclusives, as well as the Hate. Now on paper the Hate looks to be a mid-tier weapon, but not having had my hands on it, not having actually tried it, I can't really comment much. But when I get it, I will definitely put a catalyst on and just see how it spins. Alright guys, thanks for watching part 1. Please jump into part 2 where I will show off some gameplay as well as some more discussion on each of the top tier weapons. And also please like, comment and subscribe. If you got anything you don't disagree with, please leave in the comments below, and just say why you disagree with it so other people as well as myself can see your reasoning. Alright, thanks guys, and I'll see you in part 2.